Returning home for the first time since December the 14th is the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Last week, they had a rough trip to Gatlinburg, but learned a lot in what turned into two of their better performances on the young season. Today begins a 4-game homestand and a chance to continue to grow. And a good evening and welcome back to the Cougar Den for the first time in 2022. Happy New Year. Sam Gormley with you here tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in to tonight's broadcast here on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions. It's good to be back home, as we say. As I know we've been with the boys a lot over the past 2 weeks, as the Lady Cougars did not play a holiday tournament before Christmas, and then after Christmas they were down in Gatlinburg. And they performed in 3 games, did Grayson County. Played Laverne, Alabama, Hayden, Alabama, and Greenwood. Now, the last school, you're probably like, oh, okay, I know them. Is that Greenwood, Kentucky? And you'd be right. Lady Cougars went 0-3 in those games, but Todd Johnston told us that the final 2 were much better. They're playing better. I mean, you look at the scores, and the scores might not tell you that, but improvement is something that is being shown for this Grayson County team. Coming up on our Locker Room Show, we're going to introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston, and give you tonight's starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on K105.
3,
Charlie, you're going to be
4.
late.
Charlie.
Huh?
Hey, Invisiner! Wait!
Things are slow at work.
We can't live like this.
Uncle Sam?
You just turned 18, right? It's time to register at sss.gov.
Excuse me?
It only takes a minute, and it makes you eligible for student aid and millions of federal jobs. Plus, well, it's every man's responsibility. What do you say?
Okay, I'll do it.
Here's my quill.
I'll just use my phone. sss.gov, right?
Yeah.
Be the man. Register with the Selective Service System today at sss.gov.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
The Owensboro Lady Devils enter this game with a record of 7-8. And they went 2-4 during their holiday tournaments as they played before Christmas to the Owensboro Sports Center. And after Christmas, they played at South Warren High School, something that Grayson County High School boys did the week before Christmas. So the South Warren girls hosted a tournament, and Grayson County participated in that one. Owensboro Lady Devils, their leading scorer is Alirica Hughes. She's averaging 16.1 points per game and leads the team as well with 8.2 rebounds. She is a great basketball player and a very, very good defender. She's going to be a tough test for this Grayson County Lady Cougar team, as it's going to teach them both on the defensive side, but then offensively, they're going to have to game plan around her because she's a very, very good defender. And she likes to get out in transition after stealing passes. So keep in mind as this game moves on. Other players you will need to know: Alicia Phillips is the second leading scorer, averaging 7.5 points per game. And then Unique Carter Swanigan is the 8th grader, averaging 6.7 points and 2.6 rebounds per game. The head coach for Owensboro is Jansen Locker. He's in his 5th season with a record of 43-79. Lady Cougars enter looking to snap a losing streak. We'll introduce you to them coming up, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye!
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high impact programs at all levels. Connection.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Back here tomorrow. We'll see you then. Don't be stupid. Get in the know. Weekday mornings at 9 on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose, and the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den for the first time in 2022. The Grayson County Lady Cougars preparing to take on the Lady Devils of Owensboro. Lady Cougars led by Sydney Perkins. She's averaging 15.2 points per game, coming off of a career-high 21 last time out against Greenwood in the final game of the Smoky Mountain Classic. As in that, Lady Cougars lost their first game to Laverne, Alabama, their second game to Hayden, Alabama, and their third game to Greenwood. But the one thing that you can look at is their offensive production increased in all 3 of those games. And you know what? That Greenwood game, they scored 40 points. And you might say, oh, 40, that's not a lot. Again, I want to remind you, that game tipped off at 7:30 a.m. Central Time. And I know I was talking with Todd Cave, who runs the book for the Lady Cougars. I said I need about 3 or 4 cups of coffee to get ready for like a pregame show for radio. I can't imagine playing a game that early. And so I give them props. 40 points, hopefully that can turn into maybe a 50 or something along the lines of that here in tonight's contest. Todd Johnston is head coach of the Lady Cougars. We'll talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
On K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. Coach, it's been a while. We haven't seen you in a little bit. Last week, you had a trip to Gatlinburg. How'd your team improve on the court?
Well, we are getting better. First game, we struggled down there, didn't play particularly well. Lost a game I thought we could have won. But the last 2 games we played were the 2 best games we played up to this point. And we're making better decisions. We're making better passes, making a few more shots. Still not making enough, obviously, but we're getting in the 30s and 40s the last 2 games that we played. And more people are scoring. And Reagan Cave had a double-double the last game, her first game in double figures against Greenwood, who was outside of Brake County, probably the best team we've seen this year. And so we're getting better. Still remind myself to take baby steps, but our decisions are a lot better, and hopefully that'll show tonight against Owensboro's pressure, because we're handling it better and we're getting better shots.
I saw before Christmas some photography of a get-together that your team had at Coach Meredith's house. And then, obviously, during your trip, your team probably had a lot of opportunities to bond. How important are those off-the-court things where basketball is probably not even in sight? It might not even be mentioned into building success on the court.
Well, it's really important because we took 12 girls with us, and they're together the whole time. I did give them one afternoon to do some family time, but other than that, they wanted to be together, and they actually fussed at me a little bit because they didn't want to do family time. They wanted to stay together. But, we go and we have a good time. They're together for pretty much 24 hours. I give them a curfew for them to be in their own rooms, but they were in each other's rooms the whole time. And what it does, it gives them an opportunity to learn something about the 8th graders that they didn't know, or even the freshmen that they don't know very well on a personal level. And, we try to preach to them that the most important person on your team is your teammate. Get to know them, you play the game for them, and you do things for them, and that'll bring more joy to yourself.
I asked Travis this question last week before the new year, but now that we're past the new year, it can still come into effect. New Year's resolutions can come. I'm not sure if you're one that makes one for yourself or not. But if you were making New Year's resolutions for your team, what would be on the list?
Well, 3 double-figure scores every game. Sydney played really well against Greenwood, started making some shots. She'd been struggling a little bit with her shot, but we got Reagan in double figures. And now I need Arissa to get going offensively. She struggled a little bit down there offensively, but she's taking good shots. She's taking shots that I think she will make. She just didn't make them down there. But, for us to get to where we want to go, almost every team's got to have 3 people capable of getting you double figures every night. So I would ask for that, or my New Year's resolution would be that, and then get our turnovers under 20. We're hovering around the 25 mark still, which is better than it was, but we need to get those turnovers down to 20 to 15 range, and I think that would make us a lot better, obviously.
You saw this Owensboro team in the preseason. How have they improved since that point?
Well, they've got one of the best players in the region, and I haven't seen all the girls' region teams, obviously, but the Hughes girl is outstanding, and she's one of those that she can dominate a game defensively. She's not a great shooter, but she gets to the rim at ease, but she is in every passing lane, and if you put the ball in front of her, long, athletic, she gets tap steals and takes off, shoots uncontested layups. So we've got to do a really good job protecting the basketball from her, and I'm more worried about her on the defensive end than I am the offensive end. So we've got to be really alert when she's around us. They got 2 post players that have really good hands and good feet and can score. So, we're probably going to zone a lot and hope they have a bad shooting night. They don't shoot it particularly well as a team, but to do that, we have to make sure our weak side rebounding is a lot better than it has been.
How do you pick up a win tonight?
Well, turnovers, again, keep Hughes from killing us in transition, and, again, defensive rebounding. If we can get in that 40 to 50-point range, then we're going to be right there at the end. And, their last few games they've played has been 41, 42, 19, and then maybe a 48-point game. So if we can get in the 40s, it's going to be 1-2 possession game.
Coach, good luck. We'll have more here coming up in the locker room show after this.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Uncle Sam? You just turned 18, right? It's time to register at sss.gov.
Excuse me?
It only takes a minute, and it makes you eligible for student aid and millions of federal jobs. Plus, well, it's every man's responsibility. What do you say?
Okay, I'll do it.
Here's my quill.
I'll just use my phone. sss.gov, right?
Yeah.
Be the man. Register with the Selective Service System today at sss.gov.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Let's bring you your starting lineups very quick for tonight's game. First for Owensboro, it'll be Unique Carter Swanigan, Chandler Worth, Emma Wilkins, Alicia Hughes, and Tavana Greer. For Grayson County, the starting lineup is going to be Arissa Riggs, Sydney Perkins, Briley Renfro, Reagan Cave, and Gracie Eskew, the 8th grader, getting the start. That's Eskew, Cave, Renfro, Perkins, and Riggs. The play-by-play is next on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSIkids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSIkids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Uncle Sam?
You just turned 18, right? It's time to register at sss.gov.
Excuse me?
It only takes a minute, and it makes you eligible for student aid and millions of federal jobs. Plus, well, it's every man's responsibility. What do you say?
Okay, I'll do it.
Here's my quill.
I'll just use my phone. sss.gov, right?
Yeah.
Be the man. Register with the Selective Service System today at sss.gov.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Grayson County and Owensboro here to open up the 2022 portion of the 2021-22 regular season here. As Grayson County Lady Cougars come in with a record of 1-7, Owensboro comes in with a record of 7-8. As Owensboro is losers they've lost 3 of 4. Grayson County has lost 5 in a row. One more time, the starting lineups for both teams. For Owensboro, it is Unique Carter Swanigan averaging 6.7 points a game, Chandler Worth averaging 5.8, Emma Wilkins averaging 2.6, Alicia Hughes averaging 16.1, and Tayana Greer averaging 1.4 rebounds per game. We'll give you the Lady Cougars lineup one more time, and all the play-by-play is next on K105.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Thank you,
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
It's time for basketball in Litchfield. The Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Owensboro Lady Devils. For once more, the lineup for Grayson County, it is Arissa Riggs, Sydney Perkins, Bradley Renfro, Reagan Cave, and Gracie Eskew, the 8th grader, getting the start tonight. And for Owensboro, it is Carter Swanigan, Worth, Wilkins, Hughes, and Greer. Your officials for tonight's game, Tommy Burris, Kenneth Decker, and John Bettner. Good crew here for the first game in the year of 2022 here at the Cougar Den. The official Kenneth Decker to throw this tip up as it'll be Reagan Cave. And it'll be tipped back, though, by the Lady Devils. Lyrica Hughes tips it back, and she is going to run it down. And that is how we're going to get started. Owensboro working from left to right on your radio dial to get underway. Wearing the black jerseys with the red numerals and a slight red stripe up the side of the pants. As out front, it is Carter Swanigan, the 8th grader, gives it off to the right side. Now back outside, Carter Swanigan swings it over to the left wing to Wilkins. 3 is up into the air, and it bounces off the front of the rim. Rebound inside, the putback by Hughes is rebounded on the inside by Eskew, who has her hands ripped away. And down on the left block, another rip away, and Eskew's got it back, and we're going to have a jump ball. Nice job by Gracie Eskew, though, to get a pair of rebounds early on, as Eskew on this season has played limited action, has 8 rebounds, though. She's a good rebounder, and I know Todd Johnston is very impressed with what he's seen from her young in this season. Reagan Cave throws a pass off to Bradley Renfro, runs it down across the far side. And Renfro's going to set up the offense here. Zone defense for Owensboro. 3 left wing, Perkins. It's an air ball way off to the far side, and a long rebound is out of bounds off of Owensboro on the far side as Greer was going after that ball along with Eskew. Riggs to pass in for the Lady Cougars on the far side. Out front here to Reagan Cave. Swings it to the free throw line. Eskew inside Riggs. Riggs on the right block. Throws a shot up. It's no good, but she's going to be fouled by Greer on the inside. And Arissa Riggs is going to go to the free throw line. For Greer, that'll be her first and the team's first. Riggs at the line. She is a 50% free throw shooter this season. It's a team, the Lady Cougars, 66.3% from the free throw line, as the first one is good, which is pretty decent for considering it's some of the other totals that we will see. Riggs makes the first one to give the Lady Cougars the lead. Second one is up, and Riggs knocks them both down. It's Grayson County 2, Owensboro 0. 1 minute into tonight's game here from the Cougar Den. Sam Gormley with you here tonight. It's chilly outside, but a lot of energy here in this building. On the far side, and driving in and having it ripped away and taking it away is Renfro. Renfro, an outlet pass off to Riggs. Riggs swings it to the far side, Perkins. Perkins drives far baseline, loses the ball. It's out of bounds off of Owensboro underneath. And it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 2-0. Lady Cougars on top of the Lady Devils of Owensboro. 6 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in our opening quarter. Riggs passes out front to Reagan Cave. Cave coming off an 11 points, 10 rebounds performance against Greenwood in the final game of the Smoky Mountain Classic. She's trapped in the backcourt and finds Renfro to come and give her some help. Owensboro going to shift into a man-to-man defense. Left wing Cave, inside Riggs. Riggs in the left block. She's a size advantage on Greer, and she has to pass it out front to Cave. Cave drives down, passes to Eskew. Eskew to the right wing, Renfro. Renfro picks it up. She's looking for help and finds it with Riggs straight away. Riggs with the right hand, back towards the middle, picks up her dribble. Left wing 3, Cave up, and it is good. Reagan Cave knocks in the 3. Grayson County on top 5-0. 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hughes with the ball. Do a handoff pass to Greer. Greer out front to Carter Swanigan. Back to Greer. 3, right wing, it's up, and it is off to the left. It looked like it was going to be short, but it ended up getting there and almost went in by Greer. Outlet pass to Riggs on the right wing. Transition 3 is up. It is short. And rebounded inside by Chandler Worth for the Lady Devils. Up to Hughes. Hughes will break the timeline right up the middle and goes back towards the far side to Greer. Greer gives it over to the far side, Wilkins. Wilkins to Greer on the left wing. Greer drives in, handoff pass back to Wilkins. Wilkins out front to Hughes. And that is where Owensboro is going to set up the offense. They're going to kind of slow down, see what they can do. Carter Swanigan off to Wilkins. Wilkins now off to Greer. Greer into the corner, Wilkins. Wilkins is a three-point specialist, and she tries to get an interior pass into Hughes. But Reagan Cave kicks it out. As Wilkins, 70% of her shots come from three-point range. She leads the team in three-point shooting. Into the game for Wilkins is going to be Alicia Phillips. She's the second leading scorer at 7.5 points and 5.7 rebounds per game for the Lady Devils. Left wing, a 18-foot jump shot left side is no good. Inside rebound is stripped away off the hands of Phillips. She gets it out to the far side. A jumper is no good. Rebounded by Perkins. Perkins, an outlet pass off to Riggs. Lady Cougars looking to push. Riggs back here towards the middle. Picks up her dribble. Handoff pass now Perkins. Perkins straight away. Runs into traffic, and a loose ball's picked up here by Hughes. Hughes down the right side. Runs into Riggs and goes up off the right side. Todd Johnston wanted a walk, but Alicia Hughes gets the Lady Devils on the board. It is 5-2 Grayson County, 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Renfro down to the left elbow. Passes into the near corner, Perkins. Perkins splits defenders off the right side, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Hughes. That'll be her first, and the team's second. And they're going to give shooting foul here to Sydney Perkins, who is far and away the Lady Cougars' best free throw shooter at 75%. First one is up, and it is good for Sydney Perkins. Lady Cougars on top, 6-2. Of course, this Grayson County team lost a line from last season. 66% of their scoring, 76% of their rebounding, and second one's good there from Perkins. You've seen it in this season. Lady Cougars struggled to score, and the one game that they did score, they won. They scored 56 points against John Harden, and it's not rocket science. Got to score to win games, unless you're playing really good defense, and really for the most part, the Lady Cougars have played good defense this season. Todd Johnson has been happy with that. I mean, they played some really good teams as well. Left wing Worth. She drives in, loses the ball on the right block, and falls down out of bounds with the ball sitting on her right hip. Grayson County will have the basketball back. They are on top, 7-2. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They come out in the full court pressure. It's just a man-to-man defense. So you've got Greer on Riggs. Marissa Riggs is listed on the roster at 5'6". She's probably not necessarily used to being nearly a foot taller than somebody that she's going up against. It's got to be a challenge as Riggs takes a three on the right wing. It clanks off the back of the iron and rebounded by Hughes underneath. Hughes will look to push. He breaks the timeline, speeds up, down inside, runs right into Arissa Riggs. And Hughes is going to pick up a free throw here. And they're going to call this on Arissa Riggs. That'll be her first. And the team's first. Alicia Hughes to the line, 61.5% from the charity stripe this season. She leads the team in that percentage. And the first one is up, and it rattles out. As a team, Owensboro 53.7%. Hughes, though, is going to get to the free throw line in this game. She averages 6.4 free throws per contest. The second one is good for Alicia Hughes. She's got all three of Owensboro's points, but it is Grayson County on top, 7-3. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. They're sticking with their man full court defense, are the Lady Devils. Renfro, left wing, Perkins. Perkins tries a spin move as she gets down or past her defender, runs the baseline and finds Cave. Out front to Riggs. Riggs drives downhill, dumps a pass off. SQ, left side shot is no good, too hard. Rebounded on the inside by Alicia Phillips for the Lady Devils. She'll find Hughes. Hughes transition pass to Carter Swanigan. Three, right wing is a little long, and the rebound bouncing around and finally goes into the hands of Cave, and a fight for it underneath is going to be a jump ball, and possession is going to stay with the Lady Devils now underneath. 7-3, Grayson County on top of Owensboro. 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the first quarter. Stack play on the inbounds for Owensboro. They'll give it into Hughes, who is stripped by Renfro. Great defense by Bradley Renfro. Renfro angles back here towards the near side and a handoff pass Riggs. Riggs thought about going to the right side, just gives it back here towards the near side to Renfro. Renfro takes a spin move, spins back towards the far side to Perkins. Right wing three off the screen for Perkins is long, and the rebound goes into the hands of Hughes for Owensboro. Hughes keeps her heads up, puts up the stop sign as she gets to the right wing. Now she's going to speed it up down the right lane, gets to the hoop, and is stripped on the way up. And I'm going to say it's off of her, and it's going to go back towards Grayson County basketball. 7-3, Lady Cougs on top. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bradley Renfro finds Reagan Cave on the inbounds, and Cave's just going to get it back to Renfro. And Owensboro not necessarily putting that much pressure. Now here they come right on cue, and Hughes gets her hand on the ball, and it's taken away by Worth. The old announcer, Jenks, comes in there saying that they're not pressuring much. They're just doing a light full-court man-to-man defense. But right when I said it, it was almost like a switch was flipped when they came there. Carter Swanigan, a pass to Greer. Greer out front, Worth. Worth swings it over to the left wing. A three is up into the air, and it is no good by Hughes. Rebound underneath is stripped away. Perkins gains it back, though. Lady Cougars haven't scored in a couple of moments here. Let's see if they can't change that. To the right block, Cave. She isn't stripped away by Hughes. Hughes will look to push. She's 1-on-2, gets around two Lady Cougar defenders. Flip shot right side is good. Alirica Hughes up to 5 points now. She was rated as the number 4 player preseason in the region by the Cat's Paws, and I'm not disagreeing with that whatsoever. She is a talented guard and maybe the best player in the 10th region, and Riggs is trapped in the backcourt, and a 10-second violation is going to be called. As she was double-teamed, no one came to help her, and because of that, I mean, she had nowhere to go with the basketball. Emma Wilkins comes back into the game. Also into the game is a number 35, who I don't have on my roster for Owensboro, so we'll try to bring you that name as we could come. Again, I just base it off the KHSAA website, and we'll try to see if we can't figure out who that might be. I have a 45. That might be Trinity Hogg on the inside. And 35 does take a shot off the right side. It is no good. Rebounded by Cave. And Cave finds Riggs on the far side. Riggs keeps her head up as she crosses the timeline. 7-5 Lady Cougars, 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Bradley Renfro takes one dribble to the right side out front to Riggs. Inside free throw line, Riggs loses it. Hughes gains it back and just throws it into the hands of Worth. Hughes being a menace on the defensive end. Transition to Carter Swanigan, 18-foot jump shot. Left side is long. Perkins gets the rebound. And a whistle is blown underneath, and a foul is going to be called on Owensboro's Worth. For Worth, her first, team's third. Now Owensboro is not going to, well, now they are going to come up into a pressure. So they've kind of been shifting between possessions on whether they're going to go with a zone pressure trapping or if they're just going to go a light man-to-man. They did a light man-to-man that time up the court. Right wing Eskew, out front to Renfro. Renfro, she's going to pull up a three straight away. It clanks off to the left side. Hughes goes high off the glass to get the rebound. Hughes pushes up the floor at the left wing. Passes to Carter Swanigan, who drives down the left side, throws a shot up. It is no good. Rebound out of bounds off of the Lady Cougars. 15.4 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. You got a pair of substitutions into the game for Grayson County. Sutton Van Meter in for Bradley Renfro, and Isabel Blanton is into the game for Arissa Riggs. 7-5, 15.4 to go here in the first quarter. Van Meter passes into Blanton. Blanton is double-teamed into the middle to Van Meter, who swings it over to Cave on the far side. Cave breaks the timeline, spins it around with 8 seconds, and Cave falls down, loses the ball. A loose ball's run down by Owensboro with 4 seconds. And we have a whistle blown for an injured Owensboro player with 3.5 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. And she immediately started withering in pain, and Jansen Locker is coming over to check her out, and let's hope she is okay. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Unique Carter Swanigan was helped off to the floor, and she's now being checked out by trainer Scott from Grayson County High School. He's going to check her out and Not many better in the business than Scott. We'll know he'll take care of him. 3.5 seconds on the clock. They'll pass into the middle to Worth. Worth crosses half court, throws a desperation heave at the buzzer, and it is no good. At the end of the first quarter, it is Grayson County 7, Owensboro 5. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is 7-5. Lady Cougars lead Owensboro as we start the second quarter of play for the Lady Cougars. The scoring in the first quarter, Reagan Cave with 3. Sydney Perkins and Arissa Riggs each with a pair of free throws. For Owensboro, Lyric Hughes with all 5 of their points. To start the second quarter of play, it'll be Blanton, Van Meter, Perkins, Cave, and Narvaez on the floor for Grayson County. Sutton Van Meter breaks the timeline. Lady Cougars pushing from right to left. The right wing, Perkins drives down far baseline and is trapped underneath and is fouled and bumped underneath by Chandler Worth. For Worth, that'll be her second and the team's fourth. As Perkins drove that far baseline, and I got to give Owensboro props because, as I've always said, is the defender that is undefeated is the baseline. And they were using that baseline as an extra defender, but Tommy Burris, the official underneath, said that Worth got just a little bit too much of the body. A pair of substitutions were into the game. Amani Badger in for Owensboro for the first time. She has 3 points on the season. And a pass down to the left block to Cave, lay in good off the left side. Reagan Cave up to 5 points in the game. Grayson County's lead is 9-5. And also into the game, Alicia Phillips. She re-enters the game for Owensboro, but really nice job on that inbounds for the Lady Cougars to pass in. Left wing Greer out front to Hughes. Hughes has all 5 of the Lady Devil points, and a 3 near side is no good. Long rebound pulled down by Sutton Van Meter for Grayson County. Van Meter being chased by Greer. Van Meter spins and breaks the timeline across the far side. Really nice defense by Greer. Transition 3, Blanton is short, and the rebound on the floor. Hughes comes down, but when she came down with it, her foot was on the baseline. That's one of those bad luck things, as Sydney Perkins was doing a nice job trying to, mess with that ball, and Perkins is going to check out, and in for her is Arissa Riggs. They pass into Cave at the free throw line. Cave down to the far side, kicks it out to Blanton on the right wing, out front Riggs. That I like, though. That was nice defense there by Perkins to allow for that ball to go out of bounds on that previous play. Inside the free throw line, the floater by Riggs is short. Rebounded inside by Phillips for Owensboro. She'll give it off to Lyrica Hughes, one of the top guards in the region. Inside, down to the left block. Shot getting around the defender. Amani Badger gets her first basket of the game, and it is 9-7. Grayson County still leads this one by 2. Into the middle, Arissa Riggs. Right wing, Blanton. Blanton does a jab step towards the far side, passes out front to Cave, who has to reach out high with the right hand to grab that. Left wing Riggs, dribbles with the right hand, gets down the right lane, throws a shot up, it's off to the left, rebounded inside by Phillips for Owensboro. Phillips spins it to the left side and finds Hughes, who crosses the timeline across the high side. Right wing Wilkins. Wilkins being chased back by Narvaez. Interior pass is not a good one, and running it down, though, is Phillips on the inside, who gives it back out to Wilkins. Her 3 is short. Into the hands, though, of Phillips on the rebound. Blocked by Cave on the inside, and a jump ball is going to keep possession with Owensboro. Reagan Cave here in this first half is playing maybe her best game I've seen her play as a Lady Cougar. There was one game last season where it's the only one that I think can compare, And I can look down here. It was against Taylor County where she had 15 points, her career high. She's just playing very well. She's playing with a lot of confidence out there. And if she can start playing with confidence, that can really change this Lady Cougar team. Lyrica Hughes drives into the lane and takes an extra step. And Grayson County is going to get the basketball back. But if Cave plays this way, this team can be very dangerous. Gracie Eskew back into the game. And joining her on the floor for the first time will be Kennedy Green, another 8th grader. Got a pair of 8th graders on the floor to join the junior Arissa Riggs, the freshman Sutton Van Meter, and also Sydney Perkins into the game. And an interior pass to her is ripped and knocked away by Owensboro into the hands of Hughes, who breaks the timeline, angles back here towards the near side, runs amongst the towers, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on the Lady Cougars. Right now, Todd Johnston and Brian Jones. Todd Johnson, the head coach, Brian Jones, one of the assistants, having, I don't want to say it was a heated conversation. That's not the right way to describe it because I think that has a negative connotation. As the foul was called on Riggs, which is on her second, and only the team's second, but they were clearly talking about what had happened, and both were being very animated. It wasn't heated because I think that's a negative connotation, and I know that there's no negative happening on that bench right now. Interior pass inside to Phillips, spins around, and a nice move to tie the game off the right side. And we have a timeout taken on the floor, a 30-second timeout. It is 9-9, 5:15 to go in the second. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. It is 9-9 with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Quick timeout there by Owensboro after they tied the game for the first time since it was 0-0. Lady Cougars pass this in to Sutton Van Meter, who crosses the timeline across the near side. Lady Cougars looking to try and get the offense moving a little bit. It hasn't been bad. They just haven't been able to get many shots off. Inside pass to Gracie Eskew, who runs into the Owensboro defender on the inside. And a good call there by a jump ball, as it was really nice defense by Alicia Phillips on the inside, as Eskew just went up with a shot, and going with the ball was Phillips. Lady Cougars so keep the basketball underneath of their own basket. Renfro spins to the free throw line, kicks it off to Eskew on the right wing. Out front, Perkins. Perkins an no-look pass to the left side to Van Meter. Van Meter swings it out front to Renfro. Renfro with the right hand spins back here towards the near side to Van Meter. Inside Perkins, left side shot, good. Sydney Perkins. Nice ball movement by Grayson County. They retake the lead at 11-9. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. Greer inside pass to Phillips. Phillips off the right side. Layup short, rebound up and no good, but being fouled on the inside is Alicia Phillips. Eskew picks up the foul for Grayson County. That is her first and the team's third. To the line, Alicia Phillips, 51.9% this season. And the first one is up and good. Really smooth stroke there by Alicia Phillips. I mean, when you look and you see, and usually you can tell when you say, oh, 52% free throw shooter, there might be something that you can kind of see in there, but she misses that one. That was a brick off the back of the iron, but there to get the rebound. Hughes, her shot off the right side is long and rebounded by Eskew. Just a smooth stroke, though, by the post player for Owensboro. Right wing Renfro thought about the three, loses it on the way up, but she lost it because she was fouled by the Lady Devils. Tommy Burris, the official, coming over to give us the call, and it is called on Unique Carter-Swan again, and that is a good sign because she was the player who at the end of the first quarter left with an injury. That's a good sign to see her back out there. Reagan Cave back into the game for the Lady Cougars. Kennedy Green will take a seat. 11-10, Grayson County on top, 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the first half. It'll be Perkins to pass in from underneath her own basket. In down to the right block, shot off the right side. Eskew is no good. Rebounded by Phillips for the Lady Devils. Owensboro have a chance to take their first lead of the game on this possession. You got to imagine that they're going to give it to Alicia Hughes, who has it straight away, picks up her dribble to Carter Swanigan on the right side. Out front, Hughes. Hughes over to the left wing, Greer. Greer swings it back out front now to Hughes. They got a 3-around-2 look, does Owensboro. Lady Cougars going with a little bit of zone defense inside and swarming the defender Phillips inside, throwing a shot up the right side. Carter Swanigan, her shot's no good, and a jump ball on the rebound is going to be called as Briley Renfro went up against Alicia Phillips. And it was a tie-up on the rebound. And the possession arrow is going to keep the basketball with the Lady Devils. 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go here in the first half. It is 11-10. Grayson County leads Owensboro. Lady Cougars looking to snap a 5-game losing streak tonight. Greer over to the left wing, Carter Swanigan. Being picked up by Sydney Perkins. Sutton Van Meter comes over, help side defense. Right wing Hughes into the near corner. Carter Swanigan left all alone from 3, and she airballs it. And it's run down by Van Meter, the rebound for Grayson County. Van Meter angles back towards the far side. Jump pass to Renfro, breaks the timeline across the far side. Right wing Renfro picks up her dribble to Eskew in the far corner. Eskew to the right side, Renfro. Renfro with the left hand, picks it up now to Sydney Perkins. 11-10, Grayson County leads Owensboro. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Eskew straight away. Left wing Van Meter into the near corner, Perkins. Perkins gets a screen from Van Meter, speeds up, out front to Cave. Cave does a jab step outside off the screen. Perkins 3, right side is long, and rebound tapped around and finally pulled down by unique Carter Swanigan for Owensboro. Down to the right side and running right over Sutton Van Meter. I didn't even need to look and see who it was. I could tell it was Sutton Van Meter, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Alicia Hughes. That'll be her second and the team's sixth. I didn't even need to look at who took the charge because I knew it was Sutton Van Meter, who has got to be going for a state record in charges taken. She comes to the bench. She's a little slow to get up, and as I know we always joked with former K105 Digital Productions crew member Briley Napier that he had the state record for hit by pitches. At least that's what he says he did. I've never seen a stat that's bumped that up. No one has, and I don't know that we necessarily believe it, but I think Sutton Van Meter very well could go for a state record of charges taken in a season because that's already 6 or 7 already in this young year. Out front, Riggs swings it over to the right side, Perkins. And Perkins gives it out front to Riggs. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the second quarter. It is 11-10. Grayson County on top of Owensboro. Straight away, Perkins. Handoff pass, Renfro. Little touch defense there. Tight defense by Carter Swanigan. Renfro bodies her up, throws a shot off the right side. It's a little long. Carter Swanigan gets the rebound and loses it. Out of bounds off of Grayson County. This is Tommy Burris, the official underneath. The Lady Cougar faithful on the far side do not necessarily agree with that. Owensboro going to keep the basketball 11-10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Right wing Wilkins, out front to Hughes, who remains in the game with 2 fouls. And I don't think Jansen Locker can afford to take Hughes out of the game with 2 fouls. She is far and away Owensboro's best scorer. She is a very talented player. Right wing Greer being guarded by Sydney Perkins, left side Hughes. Switching off, Perkins will now be on Hughes. To the right side into the corner, Wilkins. Wilkins interior pass to Phillips. Phillips off the right side. The shot is no good. Long rebound is out of bounds off of Grayson County. Right in front of the Rowdy Cougs. Look over to the far side, and I don't know that the Rowdy Cougs agreed with that call. 1:26 to play here in the first half. 11-10. We couldn't tell from our vantage point who that was off of. 3 right side Wilkins. It is short. And it gets stuck in between the backboard and the rim. Let's see who can get up there and jump and grab it. And Trainer Scott's going to throw a basketball over to the official, John Bettner. Let's see if Bettner, how many tries will it take? And it takes Bettner just 1. I was going to say, for a second there, I thought Brian Jones, the assistant coach for Grayson County football coach, he stood up there, and I thought he's going to go up there and knock it down himself. I didn't know. I might have to ask him about that off the game if he still got the hops for that. Over to the far side, Renfro breaks the timeline. 1:14 to go here in the first half. Right wing Renfro to the far side, Eskew. Inside pass to Cave. Layup right side, good. Reagan Cave has 7 points in the first half, and the Grayson County lead is back to 3 at 13-10. Into the near corner, Wilkins. Right side, Carter Swanigan swings it over to the left wing to Greer. Greer out front, Hughes. Grayson County on top by 3. Inside, Wilkins. Shot off the right block is no good. Rebound by Phillips inside, but a jump ball as Briley Renfro comes down with it and rips it away. And Briley Renfro comes out of that little, I can't even say it's a mosh pit, but comes out with a big smile on her face. Ellen Narvaez into the game. Owensboro is going to keep the ball in the possession, as is Isabel Blanton. Eskew and Riggs take a seat for Grayson. Stack play to Phillips. Phillips back inside to Hughes, who's triple teamed on the right block. Throws a shot up. It's no good. Gets the ball back, and it pops out of bounds off of, I believe he said it's off of Grayson County. It's going to stay Owensboro basketball. 38.1 on the clock. Grayson County leads 13-10 here in the first half. Near corner, Wilkins. Out front to Carter Swanigan, back to Wilkins in the corner. Lady Cougars going zone defense. We heard Todd Johnston talk about that in the open, that he'd like to zone this team and make their shooting beat them. Wilkins out front to Hughes, 23 seconds on the clock, and nearly throwing it away, but Carter Swanigan keeps the ball inside. She goes down the left lane, almost had it stripped by Renfro to Hughes, who takes an extra step at the top of the key. 16.2 seconds on the clock here in the first half. It is 13-10, Grayson County on top, and got to imagine that the Lady Cougars going to hold for the final shot here. As quick substitution was Gracie Eskew into the game for Ella Narvaez. Lady Cougars have it with 10 seconds on the clock. Renfro spins across the far side. 13-10 they lead. In the far corner, Eskew with 7 seconds. To the right wing, Renfro with 4 seconds. Renfro out front to Cave with 3 seconds. Cave drives down. And in the near corner, Blanton throws up a shot at the buzzer. It is no good. At the end of the first half, it is Grayson County 13, Owensboro 10. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Uncle Sam?
You just turned 18, right? It's time to register at sss.gov.
Excuse me?
It only takes a minute, and it makes you eligible for student aid and millions of federal jobs. Plus, well, it's every man's responsibility. What do you say?
Okay, I'll do it.
Here's my quill.
I'll just use my phone. sss.gov, right?
Yeah.
Be the man. Register with the Selective Service System today at sss.gov.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Lady Cougars lead this one 13-10 as we are at the half. And you know what? I think if you're Todd Johnston right now, you look and if somebody's just looking at the stats and say 13 points, you might say, ooh, a little low on the offensive side. But I think you saw some offensive possessions today that were really impressive right now in this first half. And I think it has been now, I would try to do the math, but since the 14th of December, what is that, about 3 weeks since we've seen this Lady Cougar team, they have improved. And I think if you're a Lady Cougar fan, if you're a parent, if you're a student in the Rowdy Cougs tonight, a friend of the program, alumni, you got to be really happy with what you've seen in the improvement in these 3 weeks for this Lady Cougar basketball team. And this Owensboro team is scrappy, and they have one of the best players in the region in Alicia Hughes, and she's had 5 points in the first quarter, didn't score in the second quarter. And I think if you're liking that, then that is a good thing. It is 13-10, Lady Cougars on top at the half. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down the scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and get you ready for the second half of plays. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Charlie, you're gonna be late.
Charlie. Charlie.
Hey, Invisitor! Wait!
Things are slow at work.
We can't live like this.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars lead this one 13-10. At the half, we'll try to run down a score or two from around the region as we are looking around right now. As a score here in girls basketball, it is LaRue County on top of Bullitt Central, 34-32. I know this Lady Cougar team will be playing Bullitt Central at home coming up on the 27th of January. And I know we say that, oh, well, that's still far away, but no, it is not. It is coming very, very soon. I mean, it's already crazy that we're already the third day of January in 2022. Gotta get used to that. A girls basketball score to bring you Owensboro Catholic all over Whitesville Trinity by a final score of 64-32. And that appears to be most of the scores that are coming in from around the region. Edmondson County is underway in girls basketball, but they don't tell me who they're playing, which doesn't necessarily help me that much, but I'll try to see if I can't, while I'm filling time here, see if we can't find out who the Lady Cats of Edmondson County are in action against tonight. Of course, that game, it's not a district game, I do know that, but I mean, obviously there is always interest in what the Lady Cats are doing as they're playing McLean County in the third region All-A Classic up at Whitesville Trinity. McLean County, though, actually probably gives more interest to the Lady Cougars because that is their next, well, it might be their next opponent because, you know, we've got this four-letter word that starts with S and rhymes with O coming in and later on this week. And, yeah, I don't know that we really want to mention that word quite yet, but Lady Cougars have a game scheduled when that might be coming, so we're not sure about that. But the Lady Cougars will play on Saturday against McLean County. Official start time for that game will be 2:30. Right now, though, the only score that matters is it's Grayson County Lady Cougars on top of Owensboro 13-10. We'll come back. Have more on the halftime show after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Uncle Sam?
You just turned 18, right? It's time to register at sss.gov.
Excuse me?
It only takes a minute, and it makes you eligible for student aid and millions of federal jobs. Plus, well, it's every man's responsibility. What do you say?
Okay, I'll do it.
Here's my quill.
I'll just use my phone. sss.gov, right?
Yeah.
Be the man. Register with the Selective Service System today at sss.gov.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Lady Cougars lead this one 13-10 as we are at the half. We'll really quickly run down the scoring for the first half of play. For Owensboro, 5 from Alicia Hughes, 3 for Alicia Phillips, and 2 for Amani Badger. For Grayson County, it's 7 for Reagan Cave, 4 for Sydney Perkins, and 2 for Arissa Riggs. It'll be really interesting to see. The Lady Cougars ran some really good offensive possessions in that first half. Can they build on those moving forward into this second half? If they can, they can look and snap this losing streak and move forward and pick up a big win against a solid region opponent. Second half comes up next here on K105.
3.
Charlie, you're gonna be
4.
late.
Charlie. Charlie.
Hey, Invisitor. Wait!
Slow at work.
We can't live like this.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
13-10, Grayson County leads this one as we start the third quarter of play here from the Cougar Den. Good first half for Grayson County. They were led in scoring by Reagan Cave with 7 points, 4 from Sydney Perkins, 2 for Arissa Riggs. For the Red Devils, it was 5 for Alicia Hughes, 3 for Alicia Phillips, and 2 for Amani Badger. Ball is in, and we are underway here in half number 2. Lady Cougars switch sides and work from left to right on your radio dial, and Riggs' pass is taken away by Worth. Worth down the left side goes up. Nice defense by Riggs to come in. And the rebound is tapped out and run down by Hughes. Hughes inside, gets around the defender. First shot, no good. Rebound, put back, good. She gets the roll. Does Alicia Hughes. She's up to 7 points, and we're back to a 1-point game. Owensboro coming out with a different level of pressure as Reagan Cave picks up her dribble in the backcourt. She needs to find help. Throws a pass off to Riggs. Riggs loses it. It's stripped and run down by Hughes. Hughes inside, spin move down the left lane and walks with it. Not a good start here for Grayson County. 7 minutes and 22 seconds to play in the third quarter. It is 13-12. Grayson County on top of Owensboro, and that's a walk by Bradley Renfro as she moved her feet on the inbounds trying to pass, and you can only do that if it's a made basket. That's just not a good turnover there by Grayson County, and Todd Johnston unhappy with his team's start whatsoever. They'll pass it out to Alicia Hughes. Left wing, and leaving the 8th grader Carter Swanigan all alone. She passes to the near corner, and a three is in and out by Chandler Worth. Renfro gets the rebound, an outlet pass to Riggs. Riggs on the right wing, transition, three is up, and it is short. And the long rebound chased down by Carter Swanigan for the Lady Devils. Carter Swanigan gives it back to Hughes, and I'm not necessarily sure that was the shot Todd Johnston was wanting in that situation. Chandler Worth out front, swings it over to Greer. The guard shoots it from the left wing. It's no good to Perkins with a rebound. An outlet pass to Riggs. Riggs works one-on-one to the right wing. Back towards the middle. Gets around the defender. Flip shot right side. Good. Nice job by Riggs, and I think if she'd have done that last possession, she could have gotten a similar result. 15-12, 6.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Grayson County on top by 3. Left wing Hughes picks up her dribble, being guarded by Perkins, crosses it towards the far side to Carter Swanigan. Out front, Worth. Worth is going to set up the offense as she looks back at the fifth-year head coach, Jansen Locker, who has a record of 43 and 79. To the far side, a three by Carter Swanigan is in. Unique Carter Swanigan hits the three. She only shoots 21% from three, but knocks that one in, and it's what she does. Over 50% of her shots come from three-point range. Renfro gives it back to Riggs. Riggs out front. She'll back it off now and set up the offense for Grayson County. We're all tied up at 15. 5 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. Perkins drives in. Shot inside the lane. Is out of bounds. Batted back in by Renfro. What a play to the free throw line, Riggs. What a play by Briley Renfro. Renfro has it on the left wing as that was like a volleyball hit back to Cave. 3, right wing, it's off to the left, and the long rebound is chased down by Hughes. She throws it off of the foot of Gracie Eskew, and that ball was thrown so hard that it bounced up about 5 rows into the bleachers on the far side, and Alirica Hughes just jumped right up and had to hop over a couple of book bags and such to get the basketball back. Owensboro looking for their first lead of the game. It is 15-15. Hughes to the right wing. Carter Swanigan gives it back to Worth in the far corner. Out front to Hughes. Swings it over to Greer on the left wing. Greer thought about a 3. Gives it off now. Back to Hughes straight away. Hughes back to Greer left wing. Inside. Taking one dribble. Spinning towards the baseline. The shot is partially blocked by Eskew. And it goes into the hands of Reagan Cave. Cave gives it to Riggs. Riggs looking to break the timeline as she crosses the high side of the court. It is 15 all, 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. Sydney Perkins straight away. Left wing, Eskew. Eskew to Riggs. Owensboro shutting Riggs off. They're making her go right, and the ball is just taken away by Carter Swanigan. Fast break down the right side. Carter Swanigan's layup is no good, but she's bumped and fouled by Grayson County. On the drive, it was a nice job by Renfro to stay with her, make the shot difficult, and Renfro's only her first, and it's not a bad foul. You got a foul to give at that point. And you're going to send Carter Swanigan to the line. 48.6% for the 8th grader, and the first one is good. That gives Owensboro their first lead of this game at 16-15 with 4 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the third quarter. Riggs is going to check out. In for her is Isabel Blanton. Second free throw by Carter Swanigan is no good. The rebound tapped out into the hands. Blanton saves it and bounce into Renfro's hands. Renfro trying to get the ball away. She runs it down in the far corner. She needs to break the timeline. It's out of bounds off of Owensboro. Or rather off of Grayson County. It's going to stay Owensboro basketball on the far side of the floor. 4 minutes and 29 seconds to play in the third quarter. Owensboro has their first lead of the game at 16-15. Out front, Hughes. Hughes knocks it back into the hands of Worth. Worth back to Hughes. Hughes down to the left side. Spins at the free throw line. Drives down. Shot blocked by Eskew inside. Into the hands of Reagan Cave. Gracie Eskew, getting one of her first career starts, is playing very well on the interior for Grayson County. And Bradley Renfro is fouled from behind by Hughes. For Hughes, that is her third. And the team's first. And if the Lady Cougars can get her into foul trouble, this game could get very interesting. And if I'm Todd Johnston, I'm drawing something up and going right at her. If she blocks your shot, she blocks your shot. If she steals you, she steals you. But a fourth foul on her would be huge, and a timeout is going to be taken by Todd Johnston with 4:01 to go in the third quarter. It is 16-15 Owensboro. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
3.
Charlie, you're gonna be late.
Charlie. Charlie.
Hey, Invisitor. Wait!
Slow at work.
We can't live like
It is Owensboro 16, Grayson County 15. I thought that was only a 30-second timeout taken by Todd Johnston, but instead he goes for a full timeout, and that's probably a good full timeout by his team, is just trying to say, hey, let's calm down. go back to running our offense. They ran some really good offensive plays in that first half. And, I mean, a couple into Reagan Cave. Gracie Eskew made a couple of really nice passes. I think if I'm Todd Johnston, I want to go back to some of that. Let's run our offense. I don't want to get into a running match with this Owensboro team, especially with Alicia Hughes, who, you know, is picked as the number 4 player in this region for a reason. She is very good. Out of the timeout, it is going to be Grayson County basketball, so I'll pass this in from in front of the Lady Cougar bench. Renfro spins it on the left wing, a handoff pass to Cave. Cave will hand it off to Perkins off the screen. Perkins 3 straight away. The bank is open for Sydney Perkins. Banks in the 3. Perkins has 7 points, and Grayson County retakes the lead at 18-16. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Huge 3 for the sophomore Sydney Perkins. Far side, Carter Swanigan. Backs it off now to Alicia Hughes, who's going to set up the offense for Owensboro. Lady Cougars in the man-to-man defense. Interior pass. Shot is up and fouled. On the inside is Chandler Worth, and she'll go to the line. Foul whistled on Isabel Blanton. It's only her first, team second. Chandler Worth to the line, 42.1% on the season. And she dribbles and loses control of her dribble when kind of controlling her ball, and she had to go reach out and grab it and kind of start her scenario again, and she makes the first free throw. It's Chandler Worth. It's her first points of the game. Emma Wilkins comes back in for the Lady Devils. She's the three-point specialist. Over 70% of her shots come from 3. The second free throw clanks off the back of the iron into the hands of Gracie Eskew, who's wrapped up on the inside, and it's taken away by Hughes. Hughes spins it around, throws a shot up, and a foul is called on the inside on Grayson County's Renfro. Renfro, that is her second, team's third. Hughes will go to the free throw line now. No, she will not. They're going to say it's on the floor. I'm a little surprised. I thought they would have given her a shooting foul in that situation. 3:16 to go here in the third quarter. It is 18-17 Grayson County. Left wing Hughes off her hand. She runs it down in front of the scores table. Really nice play. I think Todd Johnston thought it went out of bounds. Happened right in front of him. I wouldn't disagree. Carter Swanigan to the far side. Wilkins. Wilkins interior pass to Worth. Worth on the right side. Stripped out of bounds off of Gracie Eskew. Great defense on the inside by Eskew and by Blanton. Gracie Eskew is playing really well today. I've been very impressed with the 8th grader. Into the far corner. Greer, they swing it out front now to Carter Swanigan, the 8th grader. Back to Hughes, who has it deep on the right wing. Hughes is going to back it off and set up the offense here for Owensboro. To Greer. Greer back to Hughes. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. It is Grayson County hanging on to the 1-point lead. Carter Swanigan out front now. Driving down the left side, Hughes. Back to Carter Swanigan. 3 for the lead is good for Carter Swanigan. She's got a pair of 3s in this quarter. She's up to 7 points for the game, and Owensboro leads 20-18. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and a timeout is taken on the inbounds pass by Briley Renfro. She had nowhere to go with it. And Todd Johnson's just going to take a 30-second timeout. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in to tonight's broadcast here on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. We want to invite you to tune into all of our broadcasts on K105 Digital Productions this season. If you're hearing that for the first time, maybe you're an Owensboro fan. I know the Owensboro boys come here next Tuesday, I think. Maybe you're an Owensboro fan, want to watch that game. K105 Digital Productions is our broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. We recommend going to YouTube, though. If you go to the YouTube page and just search K105 on YouTube, you can see the logo. In fact, here, I can show you there. If you're watching with us, that's kind of what the logo looks like. If you find that logo, you can subscribe to the channel. That's always the best way that we can say for you to do it. You'll get a notification when we're about to go live for games. You'll have all the games in one spot, so be sure when you go to the YouTube page, you go to youtube.com/K105, the best mix, hit that red subscribe button. It's the best way to do it. Even if you're not a fan of the Lady Cougars, if you're a fan of 3rd Region basketball and you're tuning in, whatever it is, that's the best way to lock in to Grayson County sports. Out of the timeout, 2:27 to go in the third quarter. It is Owensboro 20, Grayson County 18. They give it in to Reagan Cave, who almost has her pass taken away by Hughes. Finds Riggs. Lady Cougars got to hurry this one up, and that's going to be a 10-second violation. Oh, yep, there it is. There's 10 seconds. Right before they were getting ready to cross the timeline, Tommy Burris holds up both hands and says, hey, that's 10 seconds. And that was just a little slow to move there on the back end for Grayson County. Owensboro going to try and add to their largest lead of this game, which is 2 points at 20-18, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Handing it off to Greer. Greer over to the far side to Swanigan. Interior pass to Hughes on the right side, blocked by Eskew again. Eskew gives it to Cave. Cave, a length of the floor pass to Perkins. Down the right side, Perkins layup, no good. Renfro gets the rebound underneath for the Lady Cougars and smartly just carries it out to the far side. Perkins picks up her dribble on the left wing. She's double teamed, finds Renfro straight away. Renfro to Cave, wide open, 18-foot jump shot. Near baseline is short, and Hughes gets the rebound. Hughes looks to push for the Lady Devils, breaks the timeline, and holds up a stop sign as she gets to the right wing. To the left side, Greer. Greer into the corner. Carter Swanigan, another three. Clanks off the back of the iron. Cave gets the rebound for Grayson County. She's triple teamed underneath. Takes a dribble and finds Riggs. Riggs splits defenders and falls down, and a foul is going to be called on Owensboro. Jansen Locker wanted a walk. Tommy Burris says nope. Chandler Worth gets the foul. It's her third, team's second of this second half of play. 1:22 to go in the third. It is Owensboro hanging on to the 2-point lead at 20-18. 1:17 to go in the third quarter. Back over to the far side. Perkins thought about a three off the screen, but realized she had Carter Swanigan in her face when she did so. Perkins runs the baseline to the near corner now. Another chance at a three, but doesn't take it. Hughes was right in her face that time. Renfro as Perkins runs to the far baseline again. Down to the right block. Cave spins towards the baseline. Layup too hard. Rebounded on the inside by Worth for the Lady Devils. Worth is going to break the timeline across the far side. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter is Owensboro with a 2-point lead. 18-foot jump shot by Hughes is in and out on the far side. Eskew comes down with a rebound for Grayson County. Eskew passes over to the far side to Renfro. Renfro with 38 seconds and counting to play in the third quarter. Almost loses her dribble. Gains it back. Finds help with Riggs on the left wing. Riggs to Perkins on the right side. Perkins down the near baseline. Round one. Layup. No good. Rebound underneath by Cave on the left block. Out to Renfro. Three left wing is no good. Off to the right. Hughes gets the rebound with 21 seconds to play here in the third quarter by Owensboro. It is 20-18. Owensboro going to hold for the final shot, presumably here, and they were going to try and take the lead into this end of this third quarter. To the left wing, Carter Swanigan with 6 seconds. Out front, Hughes with 5 seconds. Back to Carter Swanigan. She drives, spins down the left lane, throws a shot up. It's no good, and that is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. At the end of three, it is Owensboro 20, Grayson County 18. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
We start the fourth quarter of play. It is Owensboro 20, Grayson County 18. Sam Gormley with you on the call tonight here on K105, and Grayson County only scored 5 points in that quarter to Owensboro's 10, and it allowed the Lady Devils to take the lead. And Lady Cougars have had chances. They just weren't able to find the bottom of the net on any of those shots. To start the fourth quarter of play, it will be Lady Devil basketball. Again, they work from right to left on your radio dial. You're on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions. We're underway here in quarter number 4. It is a 2-point Lady Devils lead. Carter Swanigan on the left wing. Out front to Greer. Greer swings it over to Hughes on the right side. Lady Cougars going man-to-man defense. Actually, no, they might be shifting into a 2-3 zone as I see. Van Meter gets in the hand of Hughes as Sutton Van Meter back into the game. She left with an injury earlier on. Inside, down the left side, a wild shot is into the hands of Hughes. Hughes gives it to the near corner. A three is up, and it is short. Almost looked like it was in. Riggs gets the rebound. She's trapped underneath, and a jump ball is going to give possession to Grayson County. As that shot in the near corner by Wilkins was one of those that it was so perfectly short that it looked like it was in. Is it just from the way we were sitting? It's weird. That's the only way I can use to describe it. Perkins gets the ball, and she'll break the timeline across the far side as she's being chased by Greer on the left wing. Perkins hands it off to Cave. Cave outside to Van Meter. Van Meter's going to set up the offense. She's being chased backwards by Carter Swanigan. Carter Swanigan on the left wing forces Van Meter to pick up her dribble to Cave on the left side. Inside to Riggs. Can't save the rebound inbounds, and a long shot for the rebound is going to be a jump ball. And possession is going to head towards Owensboro. 20-18. Owensboro leads Grayson County. 7:06 to go here in tonight's game. Alerica Hughes. She's got 7 points, as does Unique Carter Swanigan for Owensboro. Left wing Worth. Back out to Hughes. Lady Cougars have done a good job keeping Alerica Hughes in check in this game. She is a very talented player, averaging over 16 points a game. Hughes straight away as they're going with a 2-3 zone is Grayson County. 6:40 to go. Owensboro really in no rush with the 2-point lead in this game. To Hughes, quickly double teamed into the corner. She throws it away. It goes right through the hands of Emma Wilkins. And Grayson County's going to get the basketball back. 20-18, 6 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Into Sydney Perkins. Perkins spins around as she's being chased by two Owensboro players as she's trapped in the backcourt. Finds Van Meter down the near side. Van Meter on the right wing. Jump pass off the hand of Eskew and off the hand of Cave. One official said pointed Grayson County ball. One official pointed Owensboro ball. And Tommy Burris, the official, overruled and said it was off of Grayson County, which I think is the right call. 20-18, 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Right side. Carter Swanigan out front to Hughes. 6 minutes to go. It is 20-18 Owensboro. To the right side. A three is up into the air, and it is short by Wilkins and rebounded by Reagan Cave on the inside. Arissa Riggs to the far side to Van Meter. Lady Cougars got to break the timeline. They've been called for a couple of backcourt violations, and they throw it away off the hands of Riggs. And it's going to be back to Owensboro ball. That's been the Lady Cougars' struggle for most of this season is they struggled shooting, but then they also struggle sometimes with pressure. And they've been decent at times in today's game. They've definitely improved, and that's the thing, is it's one of those things that they're so much better than they have been, and the improvement is clearly there. But there's still a lot to improve upon. Left wing Greer, they leave her all alone. Out front, Hughes, three straight away. It is good for Alerica Hughes, and that makes it a 5-point game. Alerica Hughes knocks it in. It is a 10-point. 10 points for Hughes, and it's a 5-point Owensboro lead. Perkins drives in, floater with the right hand. Answer is no good, and the rebound long is chased down by Greer. 23-18, 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter. To the right side, Greer. Over into the far corner. A three is up by Carter Swanigan. It is no good. Eskew gets the rebound. To Van Meter. Van Meter, an outlet pass to the right wing. Three. Perkins up, and it is long. Rebound by Cave underneath. Cave taps it out to Riggs, and Riggs gives it to Van Meter. Back now to Riggs. Inside of Perkins, and she goes up with a shot, and she's fouled by Alerica Hughes. No, it's not on Hughes. It is on Alicia Phillips. That is her first and the team's third. And Jansen Locker can take a deep breath because that would have been Hughes. That would have been her fourth. Perkins to the line. She's the Lady Cougars' best free throw shooter. She will shoot two, and the first one rattles out. Lady Cougars have not scored in this quarter yet. And that basket by Hughes was the last shot made. Perkins will end that drought right now. It's a 4-point Owensboro lead, 23-19, 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Right side Greer. Swings it over to the left wing to Hughes. Hughes just hit a three a moment ago. Interior pass and spinning around, throwing it up. It's no good. Rebound inside by Eskew for Grayson County. Gracie Eskew, we've called her name a lot tonight. She has not scored, but she has put her name into the scorebook in many ways. Left wing Cave gets around the defender. Cave dumps it off to Eskew right side. Shot's no good, and that is on Hughes clearly, and that one will be 4. Jansen Locker has a decision to make, but 4:24 to go. I don't know that I don't know that there's really any decision to make. I think you got to trust her to stay in the game. Alerica Hughes to the line. Gracie Eskew. The first free throw is up, and it is short. For Eskew, it's her first career free throw attempt. Hughes remains in the game with 4 fouls. This would make it a 3-point game from Eskew. It is up, rattles out. Eskew misses both free throws. It's 23-19. Owensboro leads. 4:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Inside pass and dumping it off to the right side. Layup good by Chandler Worth. 25-19. 4:08 to play in the fourth quarter. To Sydney Perkins, who breaks the timeline across the near side. Perkins speeds it up, almost steps to the baseline, has to tightrope the sideline as she does so. Riggs gives it back to Van Meter. To the right side, Perkins. Perkins with the right hand, spins down the right lane, goes up, and is fouled by Owensboro. Foul called on Chandler Worth. That is her 4th. Team's 4th. Owensboro foul trouble, 4 for Worth and 4 for Hughes. For Grayson County, they're not in any foul trouble at all. Perkins to the line to shoot 2. She's 3 of 4 in this game, and when you're down by 6 points with 4 minutes to go, as that free throw is no good, got to make your free throws. And the most important thing about this is about your free throws is the clock's not moving. You know, you got to take every opportunity that you can when the clock is not moving. Kennedy Green into the game for Gracie Eskew. Second free throw is up, and Perkins misses them both. Rebounded by Owensboro. It is 25-19. Lady Devils on top of the Lady Cougars. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Carter Swanigan on the left wing. Out front to Hughes. It was not a great pass, and Hughes just has to knock it back into the hands of Carter Swanigan. Carter Swanigan drives in. Free throw line floater is no good. Cave with a rebound, and a jump ball is going to be called on the rebound, and possession's going to stay with Grayson County. 3 minutes, 34 seconds to play here tonight's game. It is 25-19. Owensboro leads Grayson County. The Lady Devils have outscored the Lady Cougars 15-6 in the second half. Right wing Perkins. She drives, gets around the baseline, and steps on the baseline. A reverse layup was good, but it didn't matter because she was out of bounds. And that's going to give the ball back to Owensboro. And Lady Cougars coming out with defensive pressure, and that's what they're going to have to do to try and come back in this game. They leave Hughes open in the middle. Hughes speeds up, loses the ball. Grayson County gets it back. Perkins on the far side. Weaves through, gets a screen from Cave. Perkins weaves through a second time, gets around a third defender, drives down. Shot off the right side is no good. Rebounded by Owensboro. Sydney Perkins tried to take that one coast to coast to try and make it a two-possession. Well, it still is a two-possession game to try and make it a 4-point game. Right side, having to jump high up to grab that is Greer. Greer gives it off to Hughes. Hughes to Carter Swanigan. Into the corner, driving near baseline. Worth, shot short, and the rebound tapped out into the hands of Kennedy Green. Green, an outlet pass to Riggs. Lady Cougars looking to push. Riggs smartly holds up the stop sign as she crosses the timeline and gives it to Van Meter. Van Meter to the far side, Cave. 3, left wing, good! Reagan Cave knocks in a 3 from the far side. She's into double figures for the second straight game. A timeout on the floor. It is 25-22, 2:38 to go. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
2 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It is Owensboro 25, Grayson County 22. Reagan Cave hits the 3 on the far side. She moves into double figures for the second straight game, and that's a really good sign if they can start to get Reagan Cave to shoot that shot. She was left alone. You could tell she thought about it for a second. Got her, as Bill Rafferty would say, got her puppies in order and put the three down in the left wing. And that is a massive three in this game because this is now a one-possession contest. On the far side, being trapped, and a timeout immediately taken by Owensboro. Jansen Locker very quick to take the timeout with 2:35 to go, and it is a 30-second timeout as they passed and they had the trap to Emma Wilkins on the far side, and got to give him props because he did call the timeout. As I see one of the officials on the far side of the floor, John Bettner, is talking with River Blanton, Grayson County Cougar basketball star, and let's hope River's okay. I know he left the game last week against LaRue County with an injury. He had an ankle injury, and I know Coach Johnston is hopeful that he can go tomorrow night. As we'll invite you to tune in as the Cougar boys will take on Ohio County tomorrow at 7 o'clock. You'll be able to hear that game over on our sister station, 103.9 The Moose. Of course, you'll be able to watch it right here on K105 Digital Productions. It's YouTube, Facebook, and even on Twitter. We have the live stream as well. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's always the best way to watch. Just search K105. You'll see our logo. Hit the red subscribe button. It's the best way to consume our content. You can watch on your smart TV. 25-22 out of the timeout, 2:35 to go in the fourth quarter. It is Owensboro with a three-point advantage against Grayson County. Alerica Hughes quickly double-teamed to Greer on the far side. She is being trapped and finds Carter Swanigan, who throws it out to Hughes into the near corner. Wilkins is trapped. Lady Cougars swarm defense. Hughes splits defenders to the far side. Greer takes an extra step on the far side of the floor, and that is why I love the swarm defense, whatever you want to call it. I like to think of it as a swarm because it's like you got a swarm of bees being just straight chasing the ball. And that's exactly what it's like. And with inexperienced teams, it can cause a lot of issues. You've seen that with Grayson County. When teams swarm them, they don't know what to do. And the ball is dribbled on the far side, out of bounds by Perkins. The Lady Cougar faithful thought there was a foul. But Kenneth Decker, the official on the far side, said nope, she just dribbled it out of bounds herself, did Sydney Perkins. And after the turnover, possession goes back towards Owensboro. Kennedy Green into the game for Grayson County. You've got Green, Renfro, Riggs, Cave on the floor, also with Perkins. Near corner, Wilkins. Inside pass taken away by Cave. An outlet pass to Green. Green breaks the timeline, and she has it loose and is stripped away from behind, and a timeout is taken by Owensboro with 1:56 to go. It is 25-22. We'll take it with them. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 400246.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
1 minute and 56 seconds to go here in tonight's game. It is Owensboro with a 3-point lead against Grayson County, 25-22. The Lady Devils have the ball working from right to left as we are under that 2-minute mark. Lady Cougars had the lead for the first half. Owensboro took the lead for most of the second half, but the Lady Cougars are trying to fight back. In the near corner, Wilkins, a three is up, rattles in and out. Rebound on the inside, Cave takes it off of the head of Greer. Cave's outlet pass, though, is taken away back by Wilkins for Owensboro. Wilkins to Hughes, and the Lady Cougars trying to set up their defensive pressure. Hughes drives down, Euro step, throws it away. Wilkins runs it down in the near corner, and a whistle is blown, and we had a travel called. It is going to be back towards Grayson County basketball as the back official called it. I was looking ahead And the back official did call it. We got a substitution into the game for Grayson County. Gracie Eskew in. Kennedy Green out. 25-22, 1:27 to go here in tonight's game. The Lady Cougars trail by 3. Sydney Perkins is trapped in the backcourt, and the ball is lost out of bounds off of Owensboro. It is going to stay Lady Cougar ball. Again, it is Owensboro 25, Grayson County 22. 1 minute and 22 seconds to play here in tonight's game. Lady Cougars do have timeouts to work with if they want to do it. Perkins on the far side. She's being chased by Greer. Lady Cougars need to break the timeline. Briley Renfro on the far side spins and does just ahead of the 10-second clock. Renfro tight ropes the sideline on the left wing, and a foul is going to be called on Owensboro. Called on Carter Swanigan. That is her second and the team's 5th. Jansen Locker didn't like that call. And that is actually the team's 6th foul. So Lady Cougars will shoot free throws to the next foul. And the pass by Riggs is taken away. Down the left side, layup is good by Chandler Worth. She read the passing lane, and a critical turnover for the Lady Cougars. We have a minute to go. It is Owensboro 27, Grayson County 22. Riggs on the far side, spins it around, drives down, dumps it off to the right block. Outside Perkins, 3 up, and it is off to the left. Rebound underneath is a jump ball, and possession heads towards Owensboro. 47.8 seconds to go. Owensboro leads 27-22. Checking in Alicia Phillips. They'll pass into the backcourt. Lyrica Hughes breaks the timeline to the left wing. Worth gets around the defender. Shot blocked by Cave out of bounds. What a play by Reagan Cave on the inside. 40 seconds to go. It is 27-22. Owensboro still leads by 5. The Lady Cougars, they need to start just getting some defensive stops, but at the same time, they only have 3 team fouls. You got to think about at some point maybe fouling, and Briley Renfro picks up the foul, and Lady Cougars aren't really in any foul trouble at all except for Renfro now, who picked up her 3rd. Something you got to keep in mind, that's only the 4th foul, 38.9. Lady Cougars are almost going to have to start to foul. 27-22, Owensboro on top. Lady Cougars trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. Hughes being guarded by Perkins, and a reach-in tap foul is called on Perkins. That is Perkins' 1st and the team's 5th. 34.2 now on the clock. Again, Owensboro leads by 5. Give it to the far side to Carter Swanigan. Lady Cougars going to have to, and Kennedy Green tried to get a foul. Carter Swanigan now is going to be fouled by Green. And Todd Johnson is doing what I'd said, is that's now the 6th. So the next foul will turn this into a free throw shooting contest. And Kenneth Decker he was talking with one of the officials about where the ball should be placed out of bounds at. And it's on the near side of the court. Right in front of the scores table. They give it into the backcourt to Carter Swanigan. The next foul will be free throws to Worth. Worth inside, layup, right side is missed. Rebound on the inside is a loose ball, and we're going to have a jump ball. And that'll give Grayson County the ball. 17.0 seconds on the clock as the shot on the inside by Alicia Phillips is missed. And Grayson County has the ball. It is 27-22. They trail 17.0 on the clock. This is interesting to see here as Eskew comes back in. Kennedy Green checks out for Grayson. Does Todd Johnston want a quick 3? Does he want a 2? Maybe try and get an and 1. What does he want? Perkins down the far side. She drived, and she's bumped twice on the drive by Worth. For Worth, that is her 5th, and Chandler Worth will foul out of this game with 5 fouls. And Sydney Perkins will go to the line to shoot 1 and the bonus with 11.2 seconds on the clock. Jansen Locker going to wait all the time he's going to take, and he's going to send in Alicia Phillips in for Worth. Kennedy Green will come in for Gracie Eskew. 11.2 on the clock. Perkins to the line to shoot 1 and the bonus. Both teams will shoot free throws for the remainder of this contest, and these are huge free throws for Sydney Perkins. She's 1 of 4 in this quarter. The first one rattles out, rebounded by Owensboro. The Lady Cougars have got a foul, and they are going to with 5.9 on the clock. And foul calls on Kennedy Green. That is her 2nd, and it doesn't look good now for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. 5.9 on the clock. It appears that Owensboro will pick up the win here today, and the Lady Cougars will fall to 1-8 on the season. The free throw is up. It clanks in. Getting the roll is Unique Carter Swanigan. I think what Sydney Perkins is wondering is, isn't it supposed to be the home team roll? Because that was a home team roll that Carter Swanigan got there. Carter Swanigan misses that free throw. Lady Cougars need a pair of threes, and they're not even going to get one off. Sydney Perkins has it, and that's it. Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 28-22. We'll come back, jump into the fifth quarter show after this, and wrap it up as the Lady Cougars fall to 1-8 on the season, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Uncle Sam?
You just turned 18, right? It's time to register at sss.gov.
Excuse me?
It only takes a minute, and it makes you eligible for student aid and millions of federal jobs. Plus, well, it's every man's responsibility. What do you say?
Okay, I'll do it.
Here's my quill.
I'll just use my phone. sss.gov, right?
Yeah.
Be the man. Register with the Selective Service System today at sss.gov.
3,
Charlie, you're gonna be
4.
late.
Charlie. Charlie.
Hey, Invisitor. Wait!
Slow at work.
We can't live like
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NM.
Cougars are losers tonight by a final score of 28-22 against Owensboro, as I'm joined now by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. And Coach, I was saying during the game that it has been just about 3 weeks since we've seen your team, and I think it's obvious. I mean, yes, you did not get the win tonight. It is obvious, though, that your team is improving.
Well, I'm glad it's obvious because tonight I'm not sure that I would say we got better. I'm having a little trouble with this thing.
Let's see here
Is
if
it
I can
stunk?
fix you here. Oh, I see what I think you got it on backwards.
There you go.
That'll help. Okay.
You can tell how long it's been since I've done this. I don't know how to
Here,
put
I'll
X out on it.
switch you there. There we go.
All right, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
I thought we went backwards tonight. We have been playing so much better. I liked how Reagan Cave played. That's how we need her to play. She's the only one that I would think, or that I could say that played well. Gracie did some good things as an eighth grader out there, but we're just not going to win if our guards don't play better. And Sydney had a bad night. Arissa had a bad night. And so when they don't play good, it puts us in a bind. It's not that they always have to score, just that they have to handle the ball better, get us in our offense, and the same goes for Briley and Sutton, Isabel, whoever. But our guards have to play better. We're getting more production out of our posts, which I really like. But, when you struggle to score as badly as we do, then every turnover is, it's emphasized, and it's really hard for me to stay positive, so I can't imagine being the girls, and that's what we've got to continue to stay positive with them and try to do the best we can to get better. But they're pretty down. This is a game we could have, and again, it's one that I think we should have won. But when you struggle to score like we have, and I think we got 9 points in the second half, and it's just hard.
You touched on a couple of things that I know I wanted, and I guess when I was saying improving is I think especially in that first half, you had a couple of offensive possessions that I think if you probably, and you'll probably see this too when you go back and watch the film, that you could probably cut that clip and be like, this is what I want every single time. Yep. Does that at least give you we're so close?
It does, and those possessions you're talking about is we're making really good passes to cutters, and then we let their ball pressure dictate 90% of the night what we did, and we're having a hard time handling one-on-one pressure and getting us in an offense. But when we could make that first pass to the wing and we get our cut and our down screen and our curl, we hit that several times. And obviously that's what that offense is for, and you've got to have people that can see the pass, see the cutter, make the pass. And we did that a few times, and didn't always result in points because we still struggle to score, but we are executing better. And I shouldn't say I didn't see any improvement tonight. There was times I did, but it's just really disheartening for the girls when they don't see the ball go in. And, again, I think we're 3 for 11, 10, something like that from the free throw line. And when you miss the bonus a couple of times like we did, then, every point is important. And all those things combined, and it just ends up we didn't have a very good night.
You touched on Gracie Eskew as well. I thought she had some really, really good moments as an 8th grader tonight. I know that I fully admit that since she's an 8th grader, I really haven't seen her play. Yep. Today was the first time I've really been able to see Gracie Eskew play more than, in the first couple of weeks of the season, she just played little spurts. This was the first long period, and I was very impressed. She's going to be a really good player.
She's going to be a nice player. She's long. She has great timing for a 5'9" girl to block shots, and she doesn't leave her feet until the offensive player leaves their feet.
She probably had 4 blocks tonight?
At least, and and she was fighting on rebounds, and she had a few taken away from her. But again, I look at it, and she's an 8th grader. Still bad habits, and it's not just an 8th grader doing it, but our senior, junior, sophomores, we rebound and we bring the ball straight down to our waist. And in girls basketball, everybody attacks rebounds. Everybody flies to the rebounder. And if you don't chin and pivot, it's going to result in a jump ball or a turnover. And we had several of those tonight. And, but Gracie listens. She wants to be good. She does everything I ask her to do. And she can score in the post. We've just got to start looking for her and Reagan a little bit more in the post and see if we can get some easy baskets.
Later on this week here, well, for one, I know that you added a game a week from today against North Hardin Christian. But before then, I know on Thursday there might be a game. I know that Mother Nature might have a different idea against the Apollo team is pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
I think that they're probably right up there with Breck as far as a team. And then on Saturday, you have a McLean team that you probably say would probably be closer to an Owensboro of a team that you might be able to compete with. Still, anytime that McLean better than almost anybody being coaching there for 2 seasons, that that it's it's a different.
It is.
It's a scrappy group, and that they're going to give 110%. But what do you want to see from your team? It will say no snow comes, like I hope, going into Apollo and then McLean.
Well, Apollo's a different animal than Owensboro. They beat Owensboro handily. They've got really good shooters. They got really good big girls. We laid back in the zone most of the night and got by with it, being really passive until the second half. They make 3 threes, and that's a bit. That's in a game that's 28-22, and you make 3 threes, and in the second half, that's a big turnaround. But Apollo's got one of the best guards in the Curry girl. Beatty can really shoot it. Got really good posts, so they're just a nightmare matchup for us. But again, we need to play because we need to play. And if you're competitive and can play and execute against Apollo, you can do it against Butler, you can do it against Evanston, you can do it against Trinity, and that's what we need to see. So we need to play that game. Obviously it'd be a huge upset if we beat them. But Saturday we come back in here. We have McLean. Owensboro beat McLean, I think 42-22. So they're on our level, and it's a winnable game. Now, does it guarantee us we're going to win? Nope, because if you don't score 30 points, we're probably not going to win very many games. We've got to find a way to get to 40. If we can get to 40 and play pretty good defense, which we're not bad defensively, rebound the ball, we're doing that better. Turnovers, I'll have to see, but it seemed like we had 20-plus again tonight. But, we can be competitive Saturday. We'll be competitive Monday. So we have an opportunity to get some wins, but if we play like we did tonight, we're not beating anybody.
Well, Coach, I do see here McLean's losing to Edmondson at the end of the third quarter tonight. So it is one of those games that we're looking forward to, I know. And if we do not see you on Thursday, then we will see you on, I guess, when we see you, right? Because we never really know what Mother Nature might say.
Right.
That's head coach Todd Johnston. We'll come back and wrap it up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Uncle Sam?
You just turned 18, right? It's time to register at sss.gov.
Excuse me?
It only takes a minute, and it makes you eligible for student aid and millions of federal jobs. Plus, well, it's every man's responsibility. What do you say?
Okay, I'll do it.
Here's my quill.
I'll just use my phone. sss.gov, right?
Yeah.
Be the man. Register with the Selective Service System today at sss.gov.
3.
Charlie, you're gonna be
4.
late.
Charlie. Charlie.
Hey, Invisiner. Wait!
Things are slow at work.
We can't live like this.
Focus.org to learn more.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars are losers tonight against Owensboro by a final score of 28-22. So we're kind of now back into the fifth quarter show here as Coach Johnston came a little bit earlier than usual. So coming up to wrap up the show, we will run down the scores from around the region and the scoring from this game. Again, your final score tonight is Owensboro 28, Grayson County 22. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
Is Cougar basketball on K105.
Lady Cougars fall tonight to Owensboro by a final score of 28-22. We'll run down a quick score or two from around the region and then come back and wrap it up. Girls basketball final score from Whitesville Trinity. Edmonson County defeats McLean 46-43. That is a final score. Girls basketball score at the half. Butler on top of Muhlenberg 31-21. Let's see here. Logan, no, that is a middle school basketball score. I'm not sure I necessarily want to bring you Logan County middle school basketball. It's not typically something, you know what, we're going to do it because why not? I mentioned it, so Logan County Middle School defeats Moss, which I believe is a middle school in the Bowling Green area, 45-16. So there you go. Now you know it. Can't say I never did anything for you. Final score here in girls basketball, Bullitt Central defeats LaRue County 49-44. And then in girls basketball, Whitesville Trinity lost to Owensboro Catholic. Grayson County loses tonight 28-22. Come back, wrap it up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
3.
Charlie, you're gonna be
4.
late.
Charlie.
Huh?
Hey.
Hey, Invisitor. Wait!
Things are slow at work.
We can't live like this.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future
K105.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley with you as Lady Cougars are losers tonight, 28-22. Running down the scoring for Owensboro, they were led by Allyrica Hughes with 10 points, 7 for Unique Carter Swanigan, 5 points for Chandler Worth, 3 points for Alicia Phillips, and 2 for Amani Badger. For Grayson County, they were led by Reagan Cave with 10 points, Sydney Perkins with 8, 4 points for Arissa Riggs. Lady Cougars are back in action, scheduled for Thursday here at the Cougar Den against Apollo. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off. We invite you to join us, though, tomorrow evening as the Cougar basketball boys will be taking on Ohio County. Official start time for that game is 7 o'clock. You can hear that game on our sister station K105, on our sister station 103.9 The Moose, but if you're watching with us, it'll be right here on K105 Digital Productions. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work tonight. Your camera operator was Cody Brock, and your director was Chase Blaine. So tonight, with the Lady Cougars fall by a final score of 28-22 to Owensboro, this is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.